The Premier League title race has heated up. Arsenal are now just 2 games away from the Premier League glory. And this felt like a champion's win. Not the beautiful one, not the comfortable one, but the kind of tense emotional victory that title-winning teams somehow always find. 82 minutes, Arsenal pushed, suffered, and stayed alive under pressure before Martin Odegaard found Leandro Trossard for the moment that could define Arsenal's season. So here are the 5 things we learned from Arsenal's massive 1-0 win over Westham. What's up guys, welcome to Arsenal Beyond 90, where every match tells a story, every moment carries emotions, and Arsenal means more than just football. Things first, Arsenal have developed a champion's mentality. This was by far not a comfortable Arsenal's performance. In the opening 20 minutes, Arsenal completely controlled possession and created chance after chance. Trossard forced a save, hit the crossbar moments later, and Ricardo Calafiori nearly scored after a clever movement inside the area. Arsenal had 9 attempts earlier on, but the goal never came, and slowly frustration started growing. These are the kind of games Arsenal used to lose emotionally in the previous year. Heads would drop and panic would grow. The football would become rushed, but this Arsenal team stayed patient. Even after Ben White's injuries disrupted the structure, even after Westham started threatening on transitions, even after the clock kept ticking down, Arsenal stayed calm. And eventually they found moments they needed. That's what makes the difference between contenders and champions. Moving to the next thing, Leandro Trossard stepped up. This match belonged to Leandro Trossard. Long before the winning goal, he looked like Arsenal's sharpest attacker. His movement kept creating problems for West Ham's defense, and his intelligence between the lines gave Arsenal rhythm in dangerous areas. First came the clever pass for Calafiori inside the box, then another header against the post. You could feel that Trossard was getting closer, and in the 82nd minute, he finally delivered. After Odegaard danced into the area, Trossard timed his run perfectly before firing home the winner in front of the travelling Arsenal supporters. After 14 games without scoring, he chose the perfect time to remind everyone of his quality. And here we can see Leandro Trossard playing the entire 90 minutes, dropping a 7.9 SofaScore rating, earning him a Man of the Match award. Number 3, the David Raya's Masterclass. There's an old saying that goes, sometimes titles are won by goalkeepers, and David Raya delivered. As West Ham grew stronger late in the second half, Arsenal suddenly developed vulnerability. Then came the biggest scare of the afternoon. Matheus Fernandes broke through on goal with a chance to potentially change the title race completely. London Stadium rose expecting the net to ripple, but David Raya stayed calm. He refused to dive early, stayed big, and blocked Fernandes' effort with his legs in a huge 1v1 moment. And guess what? 6 minutes later, Arsenal scored. That save changed the emotional momentum of the match completely. And David Raya's drama wasn't finished there. Deep into the stoppage time, West Ham thought they'd equalize from a corner through Callum Wilson. Chaos erupted inside the stadium before VAR ruled the goal out after Raya's arm was pulled while trying to claim the cross. And the rating speaks for itself, dropping a 7.4 SofaScore rating after the entire 90 minutes. Moving on to the next thing, Arsenal's tactical flexibility. Ben White's injury changed the rhythm of the game. Suddenly, Arteta was forced into reshuffling everything. Declan Rice moved temporarily to right back. Martin Zubimendi entered midfield. Christian Mosquera came on later. Rice eventually returned centrally. For a while, Arsenal looked uncomfortable. Westham began finding spaces in transition, with Somerville driving aggressively at Arsenal's defense and Aaron Wan-Bissaka threatening at far post. The game became chaotic, but Arsenal adapted gradually. Rice's versatility became crucial, while Zubimendi helped Arsenal regain some composure in possession after difficult spells. This wasn't perfect football, it was survival football. And sometimes in title races, survival matters more. Last but not least, Martin Odegaard changed everything. When Arsenal needed calmness, Mikel Arteta turned to his captain, and the difference was immediate. Before Martin Odegaard came on, Arsenal lacked rhythm centrally. Possession felt slow and predictable, but once the Norwegian entered the pitch, Arsenal suddenly looked sharper and more composed between the lines. Then came the defining moment. Odegaard drifted gracefully into the penalty area. Waited for the perfect opening, and rolled the ball calmly into Trossard's path. Simple, intelligent, and clinical. That's exactly what elite players do in pressure moments. The captain didn't force the game, he controlled it. The prettiest performance of the season, but it may end up being one of the most important ones, with Burnley at the Emirates Stadium next and Crystal Palace away on the final day. Arsenal are just 2 games away from potentially lifting the Premier League title. 2 games, 180 minutes, one dream, 22 years in the making. The belief is growing stronger and stronger. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe as we continue our journey towards 60,000 subscribers. Let's fill this community like a full Emirates Stadium on the title deciding night. And Arsenal fans, do you think this was the performance of the future champions? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. See you in the next video.